Douglasville, what you want to talk about? We back live in the den. Busy week in sports. But before we do that, you know I got to introduce or let them introduce themselves. This man to my right is.
Oh, what's happening, people? Good to be back.
Where you been, man?
Shit. Watching cartoons with my kids.
What's their favorite cartoon, man?
Everything. I'm trying to get on some old school cartoon. They fucking with Bubbles and
No.
They like that show. I don't know why, but they
You
like
got to
it.
get them on some Bugs Bunny at least.
Nah.
At least. And this man to my left,
Shots. What's up, Den family?
his name is just Shots. And he got to say it like that. Shots. Ladies, holla at Shots. Families, holla at Shots
Nope.
right now. For
I don't want them. Leave me alone. I'm playing.
Holla at Shots for your Christmas pictures and for your family pictures. Anything you need with photography, holla at Shots.
Yes, please do.
Once again, that's Shots. Let's go ahead and talk about what everybody want to talk about, them Tigers from Tigerland. The Douglas County Tigers went up against Grayson Friday night in a tale of two halves. First half, Tigers just getting everything they want, doing everything they want. Then they changed up. Coach West, you want to talk about that?
It definitely changed up, but it's the first time that I've seen the numbers play a part in a Douglas County game.
What do you mean numbers?
In the second half, you've seen bodies start cramping, like 5, 6, 7 kids start cramping, people going both ways. The commentator made something, an analogy, a comment, and was like, shit, Grayson dressed about 90 kids. Well, Douglas County is dressing maybe 50. And I think that played a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries played a part of it. It was definitely two separate teams, or the energy was different in both halves. But shout out to them boys, man.
Man, them boys did a job, man.
They fought, man.
They did a job all year and they fought. Last year against Woodward, I'm not going to say they didn't fight, but you could tell towards the end of that game,
Yeah.
they was kind of spooked and shook. These boys took a punch and came back punching. And that's a tremendous quality to have, and that's a shout out to the coaches who did not let them fold. They kept coaching them boys up, kept doing their thing. Coach Hannah, Coach Quinn, Coach Hill, Coach Farmer, all you guys over there. And you know we can't forget about the guru. Coach JT, Johnny White, good job on the season, man. Dwayne, get a man a hand clap for all that they're doing.
But before, I want to give a shout out to a kid. We often talked about him on this show. Gave him different nicknames. I got another nickname for him. His name is Mr. Be Ready. I've seen this kid punt. I've seen this kid do a whole bunch of stuff that he probably wasn't thinking his senior year would go. He played a major part in what was going on Friday night. And I'm proud of that young man. Salute to you for always just being ready. Man, just a football player, man. And,
Man, Mr. Electricity had 142 total all-purpose yards.
Yes.
Wow.
Man.
142 total all-purpose yards. We're not counting his punts in those yards. We counting his kick returns, his receiving, his rushing.
Yep.
That's what we counting up. But 142 yards. This kid did not want to go home. He's been injured, but whatever they ask him to do, he do it. Even when he don't get the ball, you don't see him crying and complaining. Well, I haven't at least.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Man, I hope you land on your feet and go to a school that appreciates you just like These Tigers appreciated you.
Yes.
Mr. Electricity, B3. Glad to know you. Glad to have you a part of the family. Good job. Let's talk about your homeboy, though. The truth. What can he do? That's what you ask yourself. What can't he do? He give you reps at corner, at safety, at linebacker. He give you reps at wide receiver, quarterback, running back. He gonna coach you up on the sideline. What can he do? People lie, numbers don't. 12 of 24 for 128 yards, 2 touchdowns as a quarterback. 21 rushes, 138 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Responsible for 4 scores. What can he do? That's why we call him the truth. You want to talk about that, Alex, at all, Wesley?
Tough game. I wish it was the other way around. Guys, do not let your heads down. You had a great season. I'm very proud of you. I know we are proud of you too. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that.
Wes?
I mean, it's always a disappointment when you're so close.
You could taste it.
Mm-hmm.
And to be so close 2 years in a row. I was more disappointed in last year's Final Four game than
It
I
wasn't
am.
even Final Four last year.
It was Final Four.
It wasn't Final Four last year.
It
Was it?
Yeah, it was Final Four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Final Four. It's I look forward to next year, but it's also bittersweet because us being around the community for so long, we done seen James.
Them boys grow up.
Yes.
Big Mike,
Yes, man.
Braxton,
We done
Bryce. We done seen them grow.
And so it's definitely gonna be bittersweet. But anybody who think they not reloading or they not fine-tuning some things, I've always told y'all on this show, he got a little brother.
Is he going? That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the $1 million question. But
Is Jerry Academy going to D.C.? Jerry Academy. Y'all the only people that could tell people that. You know what I'm saying? So that's on y'all. But before we get into that, man, let's shout out Mr. A4, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier. 5 receptions, 78 yards, and a tutty. Kid had a good season, man.
yeah.
Kid had a real good season. That quarterback over there, Grayson, was spinning that thing a little bit. 13 for 17, 252 yards. But he kept going to that one kid, Alex Sanchez, for 132 of them yards.
Dang.
Kept going to him. Kept going to him.
Senior.
So, what do we have to look forward to in the future at Douglas County? Who's coming back? Their quarterback, DJ Bordeaux.
As a junior.
Devin Carter. The Winter Soldier.
And Gregory, yeah.
Most of that offensive line. Zamarcus Lindsey, a 1,200-yard rusher.
Rocky.
Kiki. Come on, man. They still got pieces there. Still got pieces. You know, so, and we're not even going to talk about the supposedly freshmen that they got coming or the freshmen that were going to mature this year. They got some kids on that sideline that could play.
Yeah.
They got some kids that could go. One thing I know about Douglas County, you're going to get coached up. And I'm upset at all the people around the Atlanta area that says they got good athletes, but they're coaching is suspect. I want y'all to come in on this show and talk to them people and tell them people right here in the den why you on our coaches. I don't want to go off and say it, But we appreciate y'all over there at Douglas County. All right? Y'all want to talk some basketball? But before we talk basketball, this is your opportunity to hit the Twitter inbox, hit the IG inbox, and give us your votes for the Denall County team. It will be powered by ACSA. The Denall County team will be powered by ACSA. Let's talk basketball.
Let's do it.
Let's get into Chapel Hill first, Alex.
All right.
Chapel Hill's record is what? 5
5
and 3?
and 3. Played a good Canarsie team, Canarsie High School team from Brooklyn, New York. It was a big defensive game because Canarsie was a press type of team. Got on our face, nudging. It was scary for a little
It
bit.
was
but
knucking if you bucking.
all of that. We came back in that game. We won 68-61. CJ Gathers had 30. Christian McAllister had 18. Josiah with 11. Breon with 9. One question. Why isn't CJ getting any looks?
CJ, I think as the year goes along, he's going to get the looks that's needed. But CJ's going to get what he's going to get, you know?
Yes, sir.
Do I think the Power Fives are going to come? I don't know. But I think he's going to be a solid mid-major kid. And the word is getting around.
Yeah.
I was talking to a couple of people this week, and people are looking forward to seeing him play up against the top talent as the year go along.
And I'm ready to see it.
So they have a Lakeside team on the 14th, and they play DC on the 17th. Lakeside on the 14th and DC
Need y'all to pop out for that DC
on the
game.
17th. Pop out for what game?
That DC game.
Is it going to be a game? They're not going to pop out if it's not going to be a game.
But, you know, they always come out when we play DC, though.
I don't know.
Not this year?
I don't know. They may.
Maybe.
You think they're going to pop out for that game?
No, we're not coming.
Why not?
We don't want to see it.
I hope it's not like the Bears in San Fran. Good Lord. Can we buy a foul or something, Chicago? But let's talk about the Chapel girls. They lost to Griffin yesterday in a close one, 40-38. They are 4-4. They have Salem next. They have Salem next, 12-13. And Salem's not looking like a good ball club right now. So Chapel will pick up some wins. Chapel got some talent, man. Those girls got some talent. 4-4, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. They were 4-3 before going into that Griffin game. You want to talk about them a little bit?
4-3 going to the Griffin game. I didn't hear too much on the Griffin game. I heard Brio's just coming back, which is pretty good. You know, when she gets in the rhythm, you know, she can't be stopped. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do against Salem. Let's get a win, girls.
Let's talk about, before we talk about the good guys, I want to shout out and let Gregory Dunson and his family know that we praying for them. He had an injury, came up out the game, undisclosed injury. But hopefully he gets better soon and is back on the court. Pops, we love you, boy.
Yes, sir.
That team needs you. But they beat a South Paulding team in convincing fashion on Friday night. Then they had to go up against a juggernaut called Holy Innocents. They lost 72-58. They are now 3-3 on the season. They are ranked number 8 by Mr. Cal Sandy. This is a game to pull up to. New Manchester, Alexander Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
No pops.
No Pops.
I got Alexander. I mean, I got a new man.
You got New Man?
A new man.
You saying that in that camera right there.
I got a new man.
Ooh. Why you got New Man?
I just feel like bothering people today.
Who you got?
I got New Man too.
Ooh.
New Man look good, coach. New Man look good.
Man, the good guys that went to back-to-back state championship games.
I know, and
I
they
know,
my
coach.
friends. I love them.
And I
boys
love them
over
too.
there.
I love them too, but I got New Man this time. New Man look good, coach.
Y'all gonna mess around and piss some people off over there, man.
I hope so, because I'm tired. Because at the school I coach at, you know, they talk big mess about them boys.
About Alexander.
About Alexander. So talking about they not the team they used to be, and who they should have kept from that school that I coach at. So it's so I hope we strike a nerve and have them play to their full potential.
Speaking up pace, they played Peachtree Ridge this weekend.
Did they?
Tournament of Champions beat them 81-71.
But New Manchester on Tuesday. And then they got Rome on Friday.
Who you got, coach?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's all going to come down to the guard play
Okay.
and who's being selfish and who's playing like a team. If New Manchester's playing like a team, it's going to go down to the wire.
Right.
I firmly believe that. But if Alexander's sharing that ball, putting that pressure on him like I think that's going to happen, I say Alexander got it. So it's
With no pops.
with no pops. They still got Micah.
Yeah, that's my dog right there.
They still got Torian, Ethan,
Yeah.
It's
Christopher Hutchinson.
yeah. All them boys can play.
They can play, but New Manchester
But not
got
to be able to look to your right and be like, okay, we're gonna give it to pops real quick. That's different.
man. Ethan shook a boy out his drawers on Friday night, then stepped back into the three. It also depends on this, which officiating crew they got.
Right.
Because Micah can get off, Josiah can get off, Adrian Guilford can get off, and DJ Alexander could get off.
He could definitely get off. Pause.
But it's a kid over there at Alexander, Marquise Leslie, that people ain't talking about.
They're sleeping on, coach.
They not talking about this kid, and he gets buckets. Shout out to that freshman, Donovan. Oh my goodness, big minutes on Friday night. Getting 13 points as a freshman on varsity. I'm saying, man, it's still some ball players over there. Pops could go, and Pops is their leader. But they still got some ball players. So it's going to be a good matchup. I can't wait to see it. New Manchester, I hope you come out not being selfish.
Right.
Alexander, I hope you come with the tempo and the pace and the defense.
I'll be there early too.
Coach Samar, man, talk to us about that defense, man. Once again, that call-in number is 404-500-1605. 404-500-1605. The Alexander girls are 4-4. They beat South Paulding. They whooped up on Osborne. What the hype is about Osborne, I don't know.
Me either.
But Nima has 16-6 against Osborne and Bella. Thank you for listening. 11-3. I think they starting to hit their stride a little bit.
What do you think of the girls' game? Alexander New Man girls.
That's going to be a good game. It's going to be interesting.
Who you got, coach?
They have to be able to stop Nima down low.
They won't.
But there's some other girls over there at New Man we're going to talk about in a second. They got some firepower. He said, who you got?
So I'm going with the underdog that whole day. But I'm going with Alexander.
So you got New Manchester boys and Alexander.
It's The new man girls are very good, but they are definitely
You trying to
different.
say, what you trying to say, they beatable?
Without Lady Rodman, other people getting rebounds. Without the ace in the hole that transferred out, they what they say about Draga? He bleeds. And no Agent Zero at the moment.
So you saying they're vulnerable?
Yes. And if you're gonna get them, you better get them now.
So you got Alexander over New Manchester.
Yes,
You got the same thing?
I got the same thing.
Alexander over New Manchester. Y'all hear that?
The good girls. I
The
mean,
good girls? Is that what you gonna call them?
I don't know what to call. We got to find another nickname, coach.
The good girls.
Good
Not
girls
the
and-
good.
the good girls and the
we
good
call them
guys.
good guys. They the good girls. That's tough. That's tough. I can't pick that one. That's a pick 'em. That's a pick 'em game, and we gonna see. We gonna see what's going on.
Yes, we are.
Ooh, y'all made me sweat a little bit over here. Let's talk about Lithia.
Coach,
What?
you said let's talk about Lithia. I had to put the mic over there.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about Lithia? You don't want to talk about Lithia either?
We can talk about them. They got a big man I'm rocking with. They don't play him, but I don't know why. But
Uriah,
yeah, man,
a.k.a. Baby G.
I like that big man. He can play.
Uriah can ball.
He gonna fall by 6 sometime.
That's why we call him Baby Giraffe. We've been calling him that since his freshman year. But he about 6'6". He gonna clean the glass.
Block shots and get rebounds.
Yes. And he gonna have a sneaky 8. And he gonna have 10 points and about 3 or 4 blocks. It was a stretch in that game against New Manchester where he had, in a minute and some change, he had about 6 rebounds.
Yeah.
6 rebounds. And if he played more, he probably would have had 20.
That's a fact.
The kid cleans the glass, man. I don't understand what's going on over there where they keep losing tough games. They lose tough games.
Well, again, new man. I seen the new man in Lithia game.
Okay, talk about it.
They ran through timeouts like they was gonna get some back.
But it wasn't no challenge, was it?
Nah, they just kept calling them early in the half, and when they needed them timeouts late, they ain't have no more.
He didn't call one in the first half. Not one. He had 5 going into the second half. He had 5. So you say he like Eberflus, bad clock management, time management? Is that what you saying?
On that particular guy, I can't speak for the other one, but if that particular one, yeah.
Indeed.
But they both had matchups.
To exploit.
Yeah, like when New Man brought Agent Zero brother
Adrian.
to kind of run the point, they offense flowed a little different.
It did, man. It did.
He a little slow, but it flowed and the ball
Man,
don't
he
stick.
like Paul Pierce, man. I keep telling y'all.
He homie got game. So I don't know if that's something they want to look into.
But he got an IQ.
Yeah. The ball don't stick at all. Lord. He gonna find you. I don't know.
He got IQ. That's tough. But
Very.
getting back to Lithia, they lost to Rome 73-53. And from what I was told, it was a lot of threes. It was bombs over Baghdad. If you go get bombed, are you gonna stay in the 2-3? Are you gonna stay in the 2? What's going on over here, Alex? You have to keep pushing the mic away.
I do. I got to, man.
Why? Listen, y'all making Alex cry.
Somebody give me a tissue. Somebody give me paper towel, please. Y'all making me mad.
Then they lost to Newman 59-55, leading.
They had that game.
Yeah. They were leading half the game, wasn't they?
Yeah.
Sold the bag.
But I knew it.
They went up by 11 at one point.
Yes. But I knew when Josiah walked into that 3, and I told you, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said, ooh, that may be ball game. And I knew he was going to walk into that thing. I know that kid. I saw the look in his face. They was backed up in that 2-3, and they gave him like half a foot away from that three-point line. They wasn't coming up. I knew that ball was going up. Just knew it, as the old people say. I knew it. They got Villa Rica on the 10th, and they got South Paulding on the 13th. And they stand on the road, man. On the road again. But the girls ain't doing too much better over there. Both teams are 0-5.
Is Coach Mills coaching?
No.
I know he's not at Lithia, but is he anywhere coaching?
Nope, he not coaching.
That's crazy.
That man can coach.
But the people, no man.
What you gonna say, man?
I mean, like with all the openings that was going on this past summer, that's somebody been coaching, what, 20-something, 25 years, 20, 30 years?
20 years.
I don't know what they want.
David Mills is a good coach. Girls are 0-5, lost to New Manchester 76-7. And
What?
Rome,
Say that again.
76-7.
Yeah, 41-2 at half.
And 59-12. I don't want to hear no more press about me losing to New Manchester last year. We scored 30-something points. I don't want to hear no more smoke about that. No more.
Next team, coach. Next team.
You don't want to talk about that school?
Not when they lose like that, coach.
What they flag
I mean,
football team doing?
golly.
We're going to talk about them in a second. That's the bright spot.
That's all they got.
That's a bright spot.
That track that should be good too.
I don't know about that. Most of them girls graduate.
Oh Lord.
So that's it on Lithia Springs. I think if they move the ball and just let people be themselves, that boys program, I know those kids, they could be good. Really, I know them. They could be good, man. They got some pieces, as we say.
Mm-hmm.
They got Tayshawn Buford, Zaire Finch, Peter T., Dorian Jackman, Kevin Cobb, Jalen White. They got some kids that
They got
can
some,
play.
yeah. Number 4 can do a little something.
Yeah,
One can do. That's the one that dunk, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he can play. They got some stuff over there. They just got to figure it out.
But how long do you go with figuring things out? You 0-5, bro.
Right.
0-2 in your region now.
What do you do?
Man, I'm tired of saying. I've been saying it for 2 years now.
What's that?
It's time for some changes.
I don't know, man.
It's time for some changes.
Douglas County. Their program is 2-3. Their last game was the 30th of November. Their next game is the 14th against Villa Rica and the 17th against Chapel.
But it took a whole month off.
Boy, it's testing. They took time off for testing. They 2-3. But we'll see them at Chapel. My man Alex say pull up.
Never mind. I changed my mind.
You change your mind?
Come to that Alexander Newman game on Tuesday.
Alexander Newman Tuesday. That's the game.
That's the game, Coach. I had to rethink. That's my bad.
DC girls are 0-5. They lost 72-29 against South Atlanta Christian. They may be checked out.
Is it time for a new voice for DC girls, for Lady Tigers?
Coach Chet been there.
For a long time.
He's still coaching?
Coach Chet been there since the Boston Tea Party.
Hey, Coach. He 100. 105?
He done been there since women started voting.
Oh. It ain't time for him to retire yet?
Man, look here. He was there when we went on the moon.
Ain't time for him to retire yet, Coach?
I don't know.
When the Newman Alexander game?
Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
Ain't that what Norbert say? Tuesday.
On the 10th.
Tuesday. And he got in trouble for talking about Tuesday, too.
I'm going to be there early, Coach. You going to be there early?
I don't know.
I got to be there
I'm going to be there to see that girls' game.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be there to see that girls' game. But listen here, though, man.
Okay.
The New Manchester boys are ranked number 10 by Mr. Cal Sandy in the state. And Max Prep, who's going to do all of the shuffling around for seeding, has New Manchester boys as number 2 in 5A. Number 2. They are 7-0. 7-0. They got Alexander on Tuesday and East Paulding on that Friday. 7-0. Coach Chris is doing a bang-up job over there.
Yes.
They beat Kennesaw Mountain. Once again, we talked about their kids. They got Josiah Payne, Micah Hines, DJ Alexander, Adrian Guilford. They got some firepower. George Sabb. They got some firepower over there, man. Alexander, New Manchester. Alexander, is it a changing of the guard in the county?
Nah, it's not that, and if it was, it would be Chapel Hill. But what I am saying,
Chapel Hill 3-3.
but look at their schedule. They schedule a little different now. They schedule just like them good guys is.
Mm-hmm.
They play in a lot of tournaments against a lot of top people.
You right, Coach.
Yeah.
I said earlier that I was going to pick New Man Boys. I love that team.
Come on.
But I know what's proven and I know what's always right. And I got to go with Coach Slate.
Oh, so you changed your mind?
I'm changing my mind.
Oh, he's a flip-flopper.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You had some time to think?
I think the boys can play. I think they can do whatever they need to do on the court. But when it comes to X's and O's, I don't know Coach Chris' philosophy. I don't know how tense he may get in certain situations, but I know what goes on in that Alexander bench. And if I had to put my hat on anything, I've seen them since I was in school. Them boys over there are always gonna be coached up. So I got to go with that.
Okay. A couple of segments ago, you was with...
Yeah. Because mentally, I feel like the boys can play with them. And it's not what it used to be as far as Alexander finna walk in your gym and just do whatever they want to do to you.
You don't think they can walk in their trap, take over their trap?
Without Pops?
Yeah.
Nah. They young.
You don't think they can walk in the trap, take over the trap?
Nah. Not without Pops. No, sir. We gonna see, Coach. We gonna see.
They young, man.
It's going to be something to see, I tell you that. Once again, that calling number is 404-500-1605. 404-500-1605. If you want to call in and talk a little basketball, we are here for it. We are here for it. But number 2 in 5A?
Yes, coach. Number 2.
Number 2? Wow. That says a lot. Well, we could go ahead and talk about them Lady Jags. They 6-0.
Really?
Coach Parks done lost a lot of pieces. He had a girl transfer. He had freshmen that transferred before school started.
Yeah.
He lost Lady Rodman.
Yeah.
He lost Agent Zero to injury.
Really?
What's that?
Dang. I didn't know that.
Yep. But still, somehow, some way, 6-0.
Devin can play. Like they got some pieces. But these last couple years, they was, when I step on the court, I know I have no chance.
Yep.
You can look at New Man and be like, okay, we might be able to attack this. So that's the biggest difference. But Coach Parks still coaching, doing what he do. He always gonna put him in the best situation. Devin gonna give you everything she can give you from deep.
We call her the chef around these
The
parts.
chef.
The chef had 18-6-3 against Cartersville. The chef was cooking once again. But the chef ain't by herself.
Nah.
They led by the Queen of Hearts. Madam Lawrence, 12-4. The Queen of Hearts is stepping up in a leadership role, and she looked good. That's a Clark Atlanta commit.
All right.
Yeah. There we go. 6-0, Clark Atlanta commit, the Queen of Hearts. We need a shirt to say the Queen of Hearts, man. We need that shirt. We need to see you warming up in a shirt like that to say the Queen of Hearts. But they got Alexander coming into their house on Tuesday. Coach Dallas against Coach Parks. Those be some good games, some good matchups. They gonna have a lot of wit and strategy going on.
Please be there.
Nima, Bella, Rachel against the Queen of Hearts and the chef. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be better than what y'all think it is. Get in the gym at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, be there.
Be it.
Before we get into flag
5:30.
football, I want to shout out to my man J-Mac. Alexander grad last year. Quarterback, all-around athlete, safety. For making SAC all-conference as a freshman.
Wow.
Kid did his thing as safety. He has a nose for the football, strong IQ. Great kid, man. Shout out to you, J-Mac. But we're going to talk a little flag. Flag football. Lithia Springs is 15-5. And they are primed and ready for another state run.
They gonna win too.
They beat Camden County 26-0 on Wednesday. No, Thursday, sorry. Then after beating them, being off for an hour, getting back into the cold, getting their bodies warmed up again, they beat an athletic Warner Robins team 52-0. 52-0, led by Miss Meek herself, My Angel Ross. And they got a lefty gunslinger over there now, Miss Ari. And they got some weapons around them.
What can't they do, coach?
I don't know.
Unstoppable.
I'm not going to say they're unstoppable,
I ain't gonna say they unstoppable either.
but them girls can play.
I'll take that.
They can play, man. They really can play. If you want to check them out, go to Lithia Monday at 5:30. They play Blessed Trinity. Now, peep game. Blessed Trinity beat them early in the season, 14-0. Them girls ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight because they want some get back. I know Coach Pleasance wants some get back. Coach Darius wants some get back. Coach Trey wants some get back. 5:30, Lithia Springs High School. Go check them out. You want to say anything about them?
Nah, I hope to see him next week.
Did you pull up the bracket?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about it.
If we win and they win,
Who is we?
the school that pay me. It look like we gonna be playing each other.
In
So-
the semifinals or the finals?
Semifinals, Final Four.
So Pace got Effingham.
Mm-hmm.
Lithia got Blessed Trinity.
Huh?
Blessed Trinity hasn't given up a touchdown in the playoffs, and neither has Lithia. Something got to give. Pace ain't giving up a touchdown either. Neither has Effingham. Something got to give. This is nuts.
Pace and Lithia, I want to see it.
But I heard don't nobody want to see Milton on the other side. That's a word in the street. Wow. So who you got?
The what?
Who you got on
I got Lithia and Pace.
so you got Lithia going against Pace, and when is that game gonna be?
I don't know yet.
It's not on there?
Uh-uh.
So Lithia gonna mess around and play Pace. But one thing at a time, Blessed Trinity did beat you. 14-0 on October 21st. I want to edge it in your memory. They won October 21st, 14-0. What you gonna do when they come for you, Lithia? We finally get to talk some positive news about y'all, so I'm kind of excited. What you gonna do? Who you got?
Lithia Pace.
Lithia Blessed Trinity first.
Oh, Lithia. Lithia.
Can't wait to see what y'all gonna do. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Before we get up out of here, I want to shout out those Alexander Cougars, their flag football squad. In their second year, they did go to the playoffs. Shout out to those coaches, Coach Dallas and Coach JT, was doing double duty, coaching basketball and flag football. That's unheard of. Both of them in the season at the same time. Unheard of. They lost to Central Gwinnett in the first round of the playoffs, but those ladies did a good job this year. Good job. Very good job. We're going to go to final thoughts. Shots.
Fellas, it is December basketball. We still got a lot of season left to go. Of course, you know December is where between December and January, teams are really coming into themselves, showing what you can do. So I'm excited for what's coming for every team.
Do you see any improvement from any teams?
Chapel's going to improve. Chapel's definitely going to improve. New man, we already see it. They're doing pretty good. But, you know, every good team can improve on different things. Alexander as well.
Do you see any decline in any teams?
The way things are going, no. I don't see any decline in teams.
Okay. That man's being positive. Good job, shots.
DC on the decline.
Oh, I ain't even think about them. My bad. Oops.
They are. Y'all know this segment. Y'all been missing it for a little while. I can't wait to hear it. I know he got something for us.
Nah, man.
What will Wesley say?
Football season finally ended. That's always a bittersweet moment. I'm interested to see what the culture changes. See if it's going to be within the county. We know we got, one position open at Lithia Springs. Be positive. Stay out of trouble. I know a lot of y'all football players might not play no other sport, especially seniors getting ready to leave, which means y'all going to have a lot of time on y'all hands. Go home. Don't work. Don't do nothing in the street. Go home.
Why you telling them that, man?
Because I don't want them to get in trouble with no nonsense, man.
Because it's out there, ain't it?
Man, you ain't even got to do the nonsense. Just be in the vicinity of it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so just be positive. Definitely praying for the people over there at the Tigerland. I ain't talked to nobody, just kind of letting them get their little rocks off. But yeah, man, I mean, I look forward to basketball season. I see some writing on the wall. Some have improved. Some stuff I'm still getting to know. But
What writing on the wall do you see?
Lithia still gonna be Lithia. I just like as a someone of the community, I just want to know like what are they trying to do?
What do you mean?
You dismissed one of the winningest coaches in the county, or in the state, on your football team. You are not.
You move on from Coach Mills.
You move from Coach Mills. You're not competitive. One thing about Lithia, whether they was good or they was competitive. Like I don't know what they trying to do. What route they trying to go in. So it's hard to send some babies there, or somebody come to me and say, "Hey, what you think about Lithia?" And you can't tell them. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. So I don't know if it's a good fit for your child or not.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure people come to you just like they come to me.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Tiger Cubs that won the Super Bowl.
What age?
11. 11 won. 11 UB won. And a couple of age groups got there and fell short. But I think it was 4 or 5 teams in the Super Bowl. Just congratulations to all the stuff that's going on in the community. Be safe. It's shopping time, which means it's stealing time. So don't leave nothing in your car. And that's it.
Stuff that's visible.
Yeah.
Stuff that's visible. I want to shout out Coach Kendra Pleasance. She is showing you what resilience is. And the work that she puts in day after day for that flag football program is something amazing. She had mentorship at first, she took it, and now she's running with it, ascending, putting girls in college for a sport that don't really have a lot of schools that play it in college. But she putting them in school. Shout out to you, Pleasance. Keep doing your thing. Keep rocking the right way. Go back and win another ring. That's the DN this week. We out this thing. Peace.